So here we are, my 11th race on Zwift that I've recorded, massively messed up, trying to get everything sorted, got on the start line really early because I set a GoPro up to record myself for the first time during the race, but unfortunately didn't decide to press record on the iPad, so realised 8 laps into the race that I wasn't recording the race, but was recording on the GoPro my commentary on it. So here's the last 10 minutes, I think it is, of the race. We're 8 laps in, 5.3 kilometres to go, and really struggling, to be honest. Really hard race. The backdrop of all this was, if I can get all the audio that goes alongside it. I don't think I'll do put the overview on it, because me in my shed doesn't look a great view with everything else that's going on and the lighting and everything, so I might just stick to my audio here. But what I'd reported on so far in the race was that trying to work out who was in my category. That was the big issue that I was struggling with. You can see that I'm 24th out of 51, but that's out of all categories, so the commentary just connects to working out who's in my category. So you can see the people around me. Rodriguez, I've worked out that he's in my category. So is Liam, the German, that you can see behind me. Rainmakers is also in my category. Richter is also in my category, and I can work it all out from going over the start finish line and the banner that I've just gone over. But I was in a group of about 10, and I was trying to work out from early on who was in my category. So only having 4.4 kilometres to go, we're getting down to the nitty gritty now of the whole race, and there was lots of discussions about my strategy. You may have heard, if you were one of the very few people who's watched the videos, that I like to go out hard and then ease off and join the group. Then I like to get in the pack and just use the drafting of the pack, but still working hard. And then with either a lap and a half to go or half a lap to go, I like to go on the hill, the slight incline. It's the only slight incline on the whole loop, and that's where we were left to. So I basically worked out that nobody else had left. You'll see a group of people go past now, and that actually splits the group. I'd been riding in a group of about 10, and that group have just gone past, splits the group. And I thought that I couldn't work out for a while whether people had carried on going with the group who've just gone past us, or whether we dropped them, and it turned out that we'd actually dropped them. So we've got 3.5k to go, and you can see that Rainmakers, Liam, Rodriguez, 3 people in front, they're all in my category. Can't remember if Jordan is in mine. Rose isn't. Seb Rose isn't. Richter is. So there's not too many around me. So I'm trying to work out who is and who isn't, which has been the struggle throughout the race. But the 3 in front are, and I think that that's who I'm competing against. So as we come up to the incline with a lap and a half to go, I find myself in front, which I didn't expect to be. I was thinking I was going to be behind, but I found myself in front, so I decided to push. I didn't think I had the energy to push, but I decided to push, so I get it up to close to 550 watts and work hard up the hill. So my plan is to see if I can push to the finish line from this point and keep ahead. So Liam is now 2 seconds behind, Rodriguez 2 seconds behind, Jordan 3 seconds behind, Rainmaker's 3 seconds behind. So those are the ones I'm watching. You can see from the blobs on the top of the right hand corner that I've got a gap. So I'm thinking, right, can I do this? I didn't expect to, because I was working really, really hard, despite only averaging 226 watts for the 10 laps, or 9 laps at this point. I'd worked really, really hard and I was struggling. But this is the point where, you're at the point of no return here. So if I'd shown you the audio that goes along the race, I'm basically watching. All I'm doing is watching that time gap between me and the people behind me. So Rainmaker's 6 seconds, Liam 6 seconds, Rodriguez 7 seconds. So I'm still pushing hard. 261 watts, well above my average. So I'm strong. I try and get hold of these people here in front of me. Because I'm working really, really hard. I've got a 7-second lead. I feel as though if I can catch these people here and just get in their draft, I'll get a little bit of a break. My heart rate's close to max for me, 170. I don't work above 170 really. So I just sit in with this group now, and you'll see probably my watts ease off once I get in their draft, back below 200 watts. With a lead of 8 seconds, so I'm watching that lead massively now. I've eased off, but I want to keep watching that gap, see if it comes down. Only 1.6k to go, but that time could soon come down if you've got people close behind you working together. So 1.5k to go, I'm still watching it, 8 seconds. I've got in the draft of these other 3 people, all of which aren't in my category and are in the category above. So if I can just cling on to their tail and carry on working, I'm hopeful, although not guaranteed, that I will hold out to the end. So at this point I was trying to work out whether anybody else was in front, and I panicked a little bit because I saw some purple blobs in front. You can see the 2 purple blobs who are just around the corner. You might see them on the next bend, and I thought, oh my god, I've missed some people. But it turned out that they were actually being lapped. So here we go. So 8 seconds still is the lead, down into the last kilometre, pushing hard up the hill, but just trying to keep on the draft of the other people in front of me. I know if I can keep in the draft of the people in front of me, despite the lead now coming down to 7 seconds, I know that if I can get in their draft, I can hopefully get a toe to the end. Panic a little bit here because they break off, but I work hard and I attempt to try and bring it back. I'm constantly looking at all the stats below on the right and see that my lead is still 8 seconds. So I keep pushing hard. I'm still working above my average rate, and now I'm thinking at this point, oh my god, what if I've missed somebody else out in my category? Everybody's gone off together at the start of the race, so you're not really clear of who's in your category and who's above. I am confident that these people are all in different categories that I'm passing and riding with, but at the back of my mind I'm still thinking that perhaps I've messed up and there aren't people around me in my category, and that I'm going to find myself in second. So into the home straight, got a 12-second lead now. I've worked really, really hard over the last lap and a half, and it's just a matter of finding out whether I have crossed the line first. And then at this point I thought, oh my god, there's another lap to go. There's nothing, no stats coming up. But then sooner or later it comes up that Skids has won the race, and I'm really pleased with my effort there. Worked really, really hard. Average of 228 is not too bad for me. I'm starting to get back to where I was a couple of months ago with good, strong results. So really, really pleased with how that worked out, and can't complain at all. But what I would say is really, really struggle with that mass start where you don't know who's in your category. Prefer to be going off with a split start where you are just riding with your own category, so you know exactly where you are and who you're riding with. But yeah, really pleased. Good Friday night ride. And thank you for watching. Cheers. Bye.